Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree is here, and I've seen a lot of people wondering if they needed to complete all of Elden Ring in order to play this DLC. In this video, I'm going to be going over if you need to do that or not, as well as which bosses you do need to defeat in the game in order to access and enter the brand new DLC for Elden Ring. I'm going to keep this video short and straight to the point, so we're going to go ahead and dive right into this. But if you do have any questions and just want to share your status on the brand new Elden Ring DLC, consider joining the Discord server down below. It's going to be linked in the pinned comments, and I can either help you out there or you could share your journey alongside the rest of the people in this community. And make sure you guys are dropping a sub for a ton of Elden Ring content. I'm going to be bringing a ton of content in the brand new DLC, including the best loadouts that you guys can run. And of course, I'm going to be streaming the entire game from start to finish, including the base game as well, starting today. With that being said, you do not need to beat the entirety of Elden Ring in order to access the DLC. In fact, it's actually not really required that you do too much. You could just very easily skip your way through the game if you really wanted to, but personally I don't recommend that because this DLC is supposedly very difficult. That being said, if you do have a super overpowered build in the base game, it will carry over, but it's not going to be as overpowered because the game has a very cool leveling system that will pretty much allow the enemies to reflect your current level in the game. So there's not really any like cheap shots to like easily cheese your way through this brand new DLC, so you don't technically need to farm up in the base game before heading into Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. In order to access the DLC itself, you are going to need to do two things. You will need to go ahead and defeat Radahn, and you are going to have to defeat Mohg. Mohg is going to be located in the Mohg Palace. I'm not really going to go over Radahn is because at this point everybody kind of knows, but Mohg is definitely a little bit more difficult to go ahead and take out just because the area that he's in is a little bit more challenging, especially if you are just running straight there. That being said, once you do defeat Mohg, you will be able to interact with the giant like egg looking thing with the hand sticking out of it, and that will of course take you into Shadow of the Erdtree. I'm keeping that very vague because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys because it's actually sick, which is obviously why the gameplay is not necessarily reflecting what happens when you enter in the DLC. I don't want to spoil anything. That being said, boys, that's really all you have to do. So once again, no, you do not have to go ahead and complete the entire Elden Ring base game in order to get in this. You do just need to defeat Radahn and Mohg, but obviously I do recommend going into it with at least some sort of like decent weapon so that you aren't getting overwhelmed right off the bat. That being said, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. If you guys did enjoy this video, consider leaving a like and sharing with some friends, and of course subscribing to the channel with all notifications on. I will be live streaming this as I've said, so come by and say hi when I'm live later today. And of course make sure you guys are joining the Discord server, link down in the pinned comment if you do have any questions or just want to share your updates on your progress within Elden Ring so far. Peace.
It's gonna be tripping out. I'm so skinny. I'm so Gucci. I'm so shielded.